There are many beautiful Ian Oughtred designed cruising dinghies out there, but some of the less famous ones are his planing dinghies, including the Oughtred Gannet. We got to test the Oughtred Gannet out. This particular Ganet was built in 2011 by Ian up in Caloundra. This is her sailing the year of her launch up at Lake Catharaba. She struck me as a particularly beautiful and rather quick design. Ian allowed us to take custody of this lovely example, and today we're going to test her out and see if we can circumnavigate Cuchimudlo Island. But if we can get away from the cockatoos that decided to throw lots of branches onto the boat. We'll also get to see some Jubilee Class boats built in 1943, sailing off into a dramatic sky over Stradbroke Island. We took a very relaxed and meandering route today, exploring around the north of Macleay Island before completing our circumnavigation.
Aboard the Ganet, and today I have my dad with me. Say hi, Dad. Hello. Having a wonderful time. Hopefully we will get over to Delpura and then maybe around Cuchimudlo Island. Hope you enjoy it.
Ganet comes in two designs for rigging. This is a gunter rigged gaff. It also comes in a balanced lug, which would make for much simpler rigging, but we really enjoyed the performance of having the jib to assist us in pointing. The boat is very quick and points very well. She's very predictable and seems to respond really nicely to both strong and light winds.
Review of the Ganet so far.
Lovely. Feels nice and steady.
It is pretty stable, hey?
Here we're looking at Macleay Island and into Delpura, which is the beach that we explored by kayak with the kids a while back. Pretty dramatic skies today, and whilst we thought we might get rather wet, we were very lucky and managed to skirt all the way around the clouds.
Considering that they both sang themselves, I think that was
It is indeed.
As we were coming towards Delpura, we spotted some elegant looking sails coming out. There were two sets of them, so we thought we'd go closer to investigate. We had bumped into two Jubilee yachts heading down to Blakesley's for the day. These two yachts were built in the 40s to race interstate to celebrate the King's Jubilee. I was mightily impressed that the Ganet managed to actually keep up with these guys and overtake them as well. We spent a while sailing with the 2 Jubilee Class yachts, enjoying some of the most spectacular scenery and beautiful skies that I have ever seen while sailing. We had a lovely conversation with the folks on the Jubilee yachts and found out some interesting things.
Okay, we have just learnt about these cool things called moon snails, which only live in Moreton Bay and suck the guts out of soldier crabs by boring a tiny hole in their underside, and they live over at Blakesley's. So I think a future camping raid over there to find the devastatingly tiny but bloodthirsty moon snails is in order. But for now, we're going to go and circumnavigate Cuchimudlo Island. So, swinging around, that's where we're going. And then after that, back to Victoria Point behind me.
I hope you can get a sense from this video about what it's like to sail in the Ganet. It is a particularly voluminous boat. There's a lot of space. I imagine you can get a lot of camping gear in there. And you can move around without causing drastic movements on the water. So it's rather stable and very enjoyable to be in.
They're on the way. Queensland boats here. This sort of place where they...
We made excellent time travelling around the north of Cuchimudlo Island, running from this rather big rainstorm coming our way.
It's just more like a spinnaker than an actual ship at this point.
And this little boat impressed us immensely. We definitely outran the rain, and we had so much fun cruising along at a relatively high speed. We also tested out the motor. Oughtred designed these boats to be able to plane under sail or motor, and it certainly got along really quickly. We were quite impressed at how the boat handled under power as well. Very steady, cutting through the chop, and quite quick.
Then, post-mortem.
Post-mortem.
What do you think of the Ganet?
Ah, she's awesome. Yep. Large roomy hull, and can't believe how well she goes through the water. Actually, she seems very easily driven and great fun.
Good quick boat.
Yeah.
There you go. Good adventuring quick boat. Ganet endorsed by the dad.